Welcome, adventurers and planeswalkers, to the third installment of our Therica Campaign here on 20 the Hard Way. Here to join us yet again today, as always, we have our players, Jeffrey Bell.
I've been here the whole time.
We have Jeffrey Bell playing Gladio the Glorious. We have Dakota Ziolkowski playing Godrum the Loxodon Cleric.
Could you make an elephant sound? Because I did a roar.
Absolutely.
We have Alyssa Barley playing Mariposa the Fairy Ranger.
Make a fairy sound.
I don't know what sounds fairies make.
Alright, you have until next session to figure it out.
Come on.
We have Joseph Gorski playing Archibald Cause the Fighter. Make a fighter sound.
There it is.
Just Street Fighter 2 sounds.
Put
All the animation cancels in there.
like a VHS filter over it.
And we also have Lynn Pitt playing Brunura the Hexblade Warlock.
Make a warlock sound.
And as always,
Literally just dying.
a big thank you to Pittsburgh Technical College as well as Brian Schmini for allowing us to use the studio here and also help put up all the equipment and assist in running it all. So again, thank you so much for all the help and support throughout all of this. And without further ado, the recap of Session 2. So, as we left off, the group of you on your way back to collect on your bounty for the hook horror from the Golgari Mansion. When you reached the tavern, it was on fire and under attack by 3 Rakdos cultists. There was Varko, Crag, and Nethron Skullhorn. You managed to capture Crag, kill Nethron, but Farco escaped. And after
We
that,
thought we killed Nethron.
you definitely neutralized him for sure.
I neutralized him.
Yes, you did.
We whooped up on him, and that was about it.
But
I kicked his ass.
during the encounter, the Boros Legionnaires swarmed in and arrested all the culprits and started pursuing Varco. And after the Boros started to clean things up, you decided to look around to see if, Ovan was there, the guy who gave you the bounty. But instead of finding him there, you actually found his dead corpse, which after Gladio searched it, managed to get 600 gold from him, as well as the Lantern of Revealing.
That's right. Which you have, I believe.
Yes, Bernera has that.
Because it's just spooky, and I figure it goes with the fungus witch. A spoopy lantern.
Spooky lantern.
And after you collected everything, Archibald was summoned to the Boros garrison in Ravnica to speak with Tajik about a certain circumstance. That circumstance, once you guys reached there, was to search or to follow a lead about the disappearance of Jace Beleran, who is the living guild pact for Ravnica. And just a brief explanation for that, he's the entity that keeps balance and order in the city. So now he is gone, balance is going chaotic, and the Boros is freaking out. So you have all been tasked to go to the Keyhole Village, to the southeast of the mainland, to search an abandoned Boros garrison there to see if there's any leads as to the whereabouts of Jace there. Do you need assistance, sir?
Yes.
No, Yeah, never mind. It's kind of southeast. Yeah. Yeah, no, you're right. I'm sorry.
I can't zoom in.
Have you tried?
Wow, a single house and some stalls.
Oh, come on.
He's there. We're gonna SEAL Team 6 this thing. Where is he? Come and throw guiding bolts. you throw a blind because you're missing an eye.
So we
For what?
left off with you guys leaving the garrison. As of now, what do you want to do?
So we are fresh out of the city, huh?
Out of the garrison, you're still in the city.
I think they're locking down the city. We gotta get the hell out, right?
No, so Boros is trying to keep everything under like lock and key. They're trying to.
They're
keep
pretending that he's not gone, while also simultaneously freaking out and locking down all the
it,
governmental facilities.
The privates in the garrison are not handling things well, but they're definitely trying to keep it like under wraps for now to not cause an uproar in the city, to not cause panic, and also to not let all the guilds know, so they don't go to war again with each other. Because the last thing they want is a war on the streets between the Boros and the Rakdos and the Golgari and the Dimir and all of them just going at each other's throats.
Okay. And if memory serves, we were also kind of told that the Rakdos guys got out, they busted out, and we were told if we bring them back dead or alive, we get money.
Yes. So Varco escaped, or Varco had managed to get away.
He did
at
the Golden
encounter,
Xeno.
But Crag and Nethron managed to escape during the whole chaos of the garrison freaking out because Jace is gone. So the
everybody's
Rakdos are again
incompetent.
at large.
Right. So we have a couple of things. We were kind of told if we could head that way to start looking into it, they'll pay us for information, but we're not like on a time clock or anything, right?
It doesn't seem that way. No.
I mean, not physically.
I mean, it's important that we find him, but we're not the only ones looking for him. We're just tracking down this one lead.
Yes. So there's multiple different groups out searching different leads. This just happens to be the lead for your group.
Got it.
Or rather, the lead for Archibald. You guys just happen to be with him.
Yeah.
Archibald gets some lackeys as well, if I recall
Yeah.
correctly.
If I want.
Yeah, we have a couple of boys coming with us.
Yeah, if I want
Real
to.
quick.
Do you want to?
I don't know. I was gonna ask if the hustle and bustle would prevent me from getting the boys.
I do believe, again, after reviewing the footage, I believe you were promised some people regardless.
Yeah.
Take some men.
He just said, "Don't kill
Yeah,
them all."
those
That
boys
was
you
the
know
thing.
head
Kill
to
'em
toe.
Yeah.
He's
Oh,
gonna,
no,
he's gonna
I don't
take
like-
some men.
I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Nate, how far is this
Are they gonna line up? You
travel?
get to choose which one you take with
Do we
us?
know how
Yeah.
far this travel is gonna, like, how long it would
So,
take us?
just for everyone's sake of reference right now, so each square here is a day's journey on foot, half a day's journey on horse or carriage.
So
So it's,
if we had a carriage or horses, this is like a day.
it'd be a day ride for you.
Yeah, a little over
It'd
a
be
day.
like 3 on foot.
2.5 by my eyes.
All right.
Because it's like we kind of just skirt the corner here.
It's really not that big of a continent.
It's more of an island.
Are we at all
It's kinda
curious
like
about a
Hawaii.
cart and or just horses, or are we thinking about just hoofing it?
Depends on how many men I get.
That is true.
Yeah,
Depends on how much that's gonna cost us.
That's the thing. We do have some money, but
What is it? 1 or 2d4?
It is 1d4.
1d4.
Why don't you go and ask? How many guys are you getting?
4.
4.
big old 4.
Go ask how many guys are you getting.
All right. Well, I'm gonna walk up to the G and I'm gonna be like, so how many guys are we talking?
Well, if you need assistance on the journey, we have quite a bit of recruits in disposal right now, or at disposal right now. So
I could take 4 guys.
you can take 4.
Yeah.
I can give you 4. You got 4 guys. They will meet you at the south exit of the city.
South exit.
South exit of the city. Yes.
There are so many jokes here.
Don't worry, I'm purposely making them.
I can take 4 guys, south exit. There's just a lot. I'm really trying to keep quiet.
Take 4
But you're
guys
not
in a
doing
fight.
very well
I'm
at
not
that.
doing very well at it. I will agree with you all there. I'm not doing a good job of being quiet, but
All right. So now you have been granted 4 soldiers
4
to join you,
soldiers.
which will meet you at the south exit if and when you go there.
we're traveling in force.
Yeah, we are.
I mean, there's 9 of us
9 of
total
us,
now.
yeah.
Just marching southward.
So should we? Do you think we should go?
Should we
Horse
get
and
a
carriage?
cart?
Get a cart, or just walk
Can I
there?
get a cart? From the
Yeah, if they
garrison?
can provide us one. I'm not paying for one.
Yeah, we have to pay for it.
Is
We
that
say no.
is that something I can just like
Requisition.
requisition?
Just be for the sake of simplicity on this, and for the sake of your wallets, the Boros are going insane right now because Jace is gone.
If I just take a carriage.
Yeah, they will supply a horse and carriage
Okay.
to you.
A single horse For a carriage with 9 people in it?
4 horses,
All right.
and an extra deluxe carriage.
Ooh!
Ooh,
Heated seats.
it's just a fire underneath the bench.
It's got the little like iron pot on the bottom. You just gotta put coals in it every now and then.
So, due to the severity of the situation and the importantness, if that's even a word,
Importance.
importance,
You were so close.
yeah, and the importance of what's going on, they will supply you a horse and carriage as well once you reach the gate. Your soldiers will be there collecting that carriage for you, so you guys don't have to worry about that.
Everything's at the south gate.
We have our gold. Do we want to hold on to that, or do we want to try and maybe buy some things before we leave? I mean, I know we all just spent a bunch of money getting our +1 weapons and stuff.
All my money,
I didn't spend
actually.
anything,
Yeah.
actually.
You
I
have
was going to
0
go to
gold.
a general store just to get some rations for the travel.
You guys still have good berries, don't you?
Yes.
You're like,
I have
20.
a single good berry left.
Yeah, I guess we do some of those left too.
One good berry sustains you for 24
for
hours.
hours. Yeah, that's true.
That's why it's so
I
good.
forgot we had this.
So if you want to save your money, I mean, granted, it's going to be dirt cheap
Yeah.
to get it. But
do good berries taste good?
Well, they are good berries.
They're not bad berries.
Yeah, durian's a fruit. That's not what I'm asking.
Durian's not very good at sweet stuff.
Exactly. Yeah.
you guys have good berries for the trip.
We have good berries for the trip.
You have your soldiers and horses and carriage sitting at the exit for you. Is there anything else you'd like to do? Anything specific? I mean, just to let you know, if you take the path, you will also be passing the Demir aqueducts on your travel.
That's true, yeah, because if we take the path, it's on carriage, it'll be half a day. Half a day we'll stop at aqueducts. And then we kind of like skirt that corner and we ride it all the way down. So like from the aqueducts to Keyhole, that's like a day, right? We kind of like cut the corner there a little bit.
If you work on. There we go. Yeah.
Because like the path kind of cuts through the grid, so that's like half a day and then like half a day.
That's cool.
So if we take the path, we're looking at 2 days by carriage. And after day 1, we can stop at the aqueducts and check
Get
there.
not good
Yeah.
berries.
Sounds good.
If we want to go that far. Also, that prevents us from camping in the middle of the night and getting jumped by werewolves or something.
Yeah.
It's okay. We've got recruits.
That's true.
Force them to just stay away.
Yeah. All right, boys. Keep guard. I'm gonna catch some Z's. Wake me up if anything weird happens.
I think I'd get my butt chewed out if anything happened to him.
Yeah. If we stay at the aqueducts, though, that prevents us a night of camping and potentially getting attacked or something. So, days travel to the aqueduct, days travel to Keyhole. On the hunt for Jason, keeping an eye out for Rakdos.
Sounds good to me.
Everybody cool with these ideas?
Yes.
Works for me.
Yup.
Then I guess we're hitting the road.
All right. So as you guys make your way down to the gates, as you approach, you will see there's like the horse stall to the left as you are approaching the gate. It's on the inside, and there you will see 4 soldiers draped in red and white in the Boros colors. And one recruit will run up to Archibald and be like, "We got your ride, sir. We're ready to go."
You are way too enthusiastic for my liking. Calm down.
But for the good of the Boros, we must do this mission.
I stand there with a 1,000-yard stare, thinking of all these ways these poor children are going to get eviscerated.
You just see one of the other soldiers just like leaning against a post, just, dude, I really don't want to do this.
I like him. Get in the carriage.
Gladio's just like throwing his bag in the carriage, just like already climbing in.
Oh, yeah, I'm already sitting in. I got into the carriage.
So as you guys all pile in.
What about the other 2? What are the vibes I'm getting off them?
All right, so we know the first one, very enthusiastic.
Very enthusiastic, very depressed. What are the other 2?
Hyper depressed.
Calm and then joyous.
One is just calm, and the other 2 are just the basic. You're typical soldiers. You know, they're the ones that keep their heads down. They get their job done. They listen to orders and they do their job.
My cousin's out fighting dragons. What do I get? God duty. These guys just trade NPC guard dialogue back and forth all day. There was not a single actual conversation. They both just drop completely separate lines from each other.
Then it took an arrow to the knee.
One's just complaining about Guardia, the other one's complaining about their sweet roll being stolen. That's it.
Every time, let me guess. Someone stole your sweet roll. Does it need something?
A good berry.
We had
So, as
two
everyone-
guys full on NPCs. One guy who hates his job and one guy who loves it a little too much.
So as we all pile, or as you all pile into the carriage and set way out onto the road, at this point it's kind of... So you guys went directly to the Boros after you woke up in the morning. So as of this point, you know, a couple hours have gone past between getting your weapons, talking to Tajik, and collecting all your things. We're looking at about like midday, noonish kind of time. So as it stands right now, it'll probably take you like 6 hours to get to the aqueducts. 6 to 8 hours to get to the aqueducts. We'll call it 7. Sorry, math. I'm so bad.
I mean, that's supposed to be like, if it's each square
So
is a
it'd
half.
be half a day, so this is 6 hours.
Yeah, and then that's,
And then, so 9 hours.
there you go.
9 hours to get to the aqueducts. And at that time, it will be getting dark. So, is there anything any of you would like to do during the travel?
Pray. That's all I'm doing.
You'd like to pray.
Does anybody want a healing potion? Like, I feel like I can share.
I'll take one. Thank you.
Do you want one, Archibald?
No.
Are you sure?
Yeah. I don't need that healing garbage.
A healing jargon.
Tone's gonna change after we get a couple of fights. If you have some extra, Gladio wouldn't mind.
Happy to share.
I don't believe in healing.
So,
You're gonna believe in it real quick.
So, Godrum, you are praying to your god, which
Thassa.
is Thassa, correct?
Yes.
Okay. What exactly are you praying to her?
Mainly just praying for protection during this mission.
Would you like to act it out?
No.
So, as
Not
you're
in
praying,
the roleplay.
as you pray, that you kind of get, or we need to take a step back. Forgot something very big story-wise.
Uh-oh.
Oh lord.
It's important.
So the minute you guys first get on the cart and you get out of the city gates, Mariposa, you start passing out potions to the group, and Godrum, you start praying to Thassa. But while that is all going on, you start to feel an earthquake happening. The sky begins to darken. Harsh winds start blowing in.
I take out my sundial watch. Try to see what time it is.
Your sundial watch is spinning. The shadow is all over the place. A very heavy rainfall starts coming in and just downpouring. Luckily for you guys, your cart does have the little tarp over
I
the
was gonna
top.
say, like, if Gladio was outside, he would just have that, all the fur stuck to him. He would look all scrawny. Just kind of.
He's not even muscular. He's just.
When he gets wet, it looks so bad, and he's like, "It's not this bad."
So the earthquake only happens for a brief couple seconds, but it's a very vigorous earthquake. Like, it rumbles. And the sky, it doesn't stay dark, but it definitely doesn't bright up to what it was. But the thing is, there's no clouds in the sky. There's not a single cloud, but it's like the sun has just faded. And the rain continues with no clouds in the sky. And the winds just kind of, they're not as vicious as they were, but they do start to die down a little bit. But it's at least 10-mile-an-hour winds coming in now.
This happened as you were getting into the cart?
Not as you were getting in the car, as you were rolling out of the city. As soon as you got out of the gates, all of that started to happen.
I'm gonna.
Start praying louder.
Well, that doesn't look very good.
I'm gonna take my Boros banner that I have, and I'm gonna tie it to the end of my pike. I'm gonna stick it out the back, and watch the flag wave.
Playing straight.
As you stick your pike out the back, your flag starts to wave off of it. You shouldn't have said anything, because I rolled for it. And buddy, oh pal, I rolled to see if it would stay.
Let me just
Boy,
cross
you
that
ain't
out.
staying. It rolled a nat 1. Your banner is now gone.
No.
Gladio will smile.
Archibald's part 6 a little bit.
I pray louder.
Pretty louder. Oh, Heavenly Father
A
above.
single tear.
It's just me swinging my medallion back and forth. Turn to uncle.
Gladio will kind of other side. Gladio, once they're rolling after a while, Gladio's going to sit next to Bernura and just kind of down in the caves.
Yeah.
You mentioned we would talk later about this hammer that supposedly is on your person. I don't see it right now.
She's gonna get her hammer.
Explain.
No. You missed your chance on that one, my guy.
You said we would talk later. This is later.
Way later.
We've been busy.
It is later. Maybe it's not late enough.
Do you have anything else to do while we're waiting for hours on end to get to the aqueducts?
Holding on for dear life.
It's just a little wind.
There's no clouds.
Trust me, I'm aware.
Can't forget the rainfall.
Is that even rain? I don't even know.
I'm just trying to pass the time.
I'm gonna stick my hand out. Is it rain?
Yes, it is rain.
Okay.
Yes, it is.
What was the plan if it wasn't rain?
Rolls to see if you lose your hand.
Guys, it's not rain.
It's not right.
Waves up a skeleton hand.
Or it just starts
I can fix
phasing
that.
through his hand.
It's fake rain.
It's fake rain. 99 bottles of bugs on the wall.
Yeah, if she won't open up about it, Gladio will just go back over and sit next to Godrib again. And
Not like we're that far apart, honestly.
yeah, just kind of, it's kind of like you're on a bus. You're like, okay, whatever. You know, I'm gonna scoot over to my original seat now. Yeah, Gladio will also pray to Heliod. Not asking for something, more like just wishing that he's well, considering that the sun just got blotted out. Just kind of like, hey, you know, hope you're cool.
You want to act it out or anything? Or?
I could. I'll kind of sit down and tug the spear close to him and kind of just like rub the sun medallion a little bit. Like, Heliod, I don't know what's going on out there, but glory of the sun shall live on. I hope to see it again soon. Just kind of bow his head a little bit. I'll take my Oscar now. You just mail it to me.
So, as the ride goes on, the rain just continues and continues to roll in, even with no clouds in the sky, and the sun is still dim, not as bright as it should be, and the winds still keep up. But the ride, even though with all these conditions happening, is not that bad for you, and you managed to make way on time, and you have now arrived outside the gates of the aqueducts. Would you like to stop inside of the aqueducts, or would you like to continue on and head straight to the Keyhole Village?
I think we talked about staying the night here, right?
Yeah, so after 9 hours, it is
What-
now getting, it's not dark yet, but it's like twilight. We're reaching that dusk, like the sunset time.
Would I know if there's any trouble of Boros soldiers coming into the aqueduct? Is that a political no-no?
Who runs this place again?
Shall I ask my soldiers to
The Demir, they are the intelligence guild. They're the spies and the rogues.
Oh, so we're walking into Riften right now, is what you're telling me.
Yes.
Maybe we shouldn't stay here.
I'm gonna ask
Why are
my
you all
But
scared?
as of right now, so when the Demir were still in the city, they and the Boros they never had like any like physical conflict, but they definitely didn't get along. There was definitely some ill words spoken towards each other. But those harsh behaviors have kind of settled now that the Demir have off-sided themselves off into the mainland. And now they are just more than welcome just about anybody, just because the more visitors they get, the more income they get as well.
That's a tourist trap.
To a degree. Like, it's not like their whole goal. There's definitely going to be some shady characters. Definitely some guys, like, sitting around the corners waiting to bump into you and jack your wallet or your coin purse.
Joke's on them, my wallet is completely empty.
Maybe some guys that are going to try to trick you into revealing information or something. And you have, just like a typical city, just more so here, you have your chance of shady characters. But as far as like the taverns and the shops and stuff, they're going to be very welcoming to outsiders. Can't say much for the population, like the citizens, but the shopkeepers, they're welcoming just because they want the income. It's an economy. They need to make a buck. So they're willing to accommodate even to people that they don't see eye to eye with.
All right.
I'm okay with staying here.
Of course you are.
Yeah, this is
do
right up
it.
your alley.
Let's do it.
I'm not scared. How are your boys feeling about it?
I'm gonna ask the boys how they're feeling about it.
The one that was super jittery at first, he's just kind of like shaking in his boots. He's like, I mean, do we have to?
Yes.
Okay.
Why'd you ask?
The depressed guy is just sitting there, he's like, I don't care either way. And then the other two that are just the order-taking good soldiers, they're just like, all right, let's do it.
You good with this, Mary?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, let's go in.
So, Demir Aqueducts. The way you guys are entering from roughly like the southern side of
Yeah, we kind of came in.
aqueducts.
We
Yeah,
came
kinda
in like from
curve
here.
up. So yeah, so this line right here is going. There's going to be a tavern there and a tailor. These major buildings are more of the guild buildings. This one would be the armory. This one is the center of intelligence, and this is the guild leader hall. So this is where Lasov would be, who is the leader of the Demir. But then up here you have the rest of the shops, which contains a fortune teller, a general store, a potion shop, and a magic item shop. So as you first get in, you'll see the tavern, which has the very broad name, The Hideaway, printed on it.
It's a good name.
And there's also the tailor named The Invisible Cloak.
I wonder if he sells invisible cloaks.
There's a fortune teller, you say?
There is a fortune teller.
Does that place have a name, or is it just a fortune teller?
The fortune teller is called Desired Intelligence.
Desired intelligence.
Funny.
Did you find out if Gladio's superstitious or not? Yep. He's going to the fortune teller.
Anybody else go into the fortune teller as well?
I'm just following him.
Yeah, I just want to see how this goes.
Mariposa, you join as well?
I guess we'll go too.
Alright, so-
But kind of like
Everybody
stops,
else is
turns
going
around.
there.
I'm just. You don't have to.
No,
We
we can see
know.
this through.
All right. he just goes in.
We're all friends. Let's have a little trip.
Okay.
Best friends.
So, you all make your way. What's going on with the soldiers? Are they staying with the cart?
Oh yeah, I'll have them stay with the cart.
Okay.
Or
so-
I'll have the two happy-go-lucky guys just stay with the cart.
You mean the good soldiers?
The good soldiers.
Now
The good soldiers follow orders. Yeah.
What about the happy, joyous, and the depressed little dude?
We need to have names for these people at some point.
Yeah, I'll let those two come with me since they have personality.
Okay. So the 5 of you and the 2 soldiers make way to the fortune teller, the desired intelligence. And as you approach, this shop just looks. This would be right up Bernura's alley. Like, this is very witchy-esque type of stuff. She's got charms and all kinds of stuff on the outside. You see skulls and feet and all kinds of different bones. And
So
stuff.
we've entered the shop then?
You were approaching the shop.
Okay.
This is what's on the outside.
I said, nope, I go right back to the cart and just wait with the other guys.
But as you enter, you will see a single table just sitting in the middle of the room. Nothing on it, just a single table. And 2 chairs on each side. And the rest of the room, though, there's potions, vials, there's like the bead strings that come down, only they're made of bones instead. And all kinds of different pickled and jarred pieces and parts. Very up Brenner's alley.
I love this place. I am so comfortable here. How cozy.
Can I see if these bones are human bones?
Roll investigation.
Oh, I'm not efficient in investigation.
Really one.
That one.
You don't know what kind of bones these are.
That's a bone.
That's a bone.
These are they real bones?
It might be
I
a
don't
bone.
know. Are
It might
they
not be a bone.
faux bone?
Well, we're not using that D20 anymore.
To jail he goes. As soon as you all make your way inside of the shop, out from the back, she spreads a curtain, and you see this very frail old woman walk through. And she just looks up. Hello. My name is Nora. How can I help you today?
Hello, Nora. My name is Gladio the Glorious. And I've come...
Please sit down, child. Sit.
All right.
We'll sit down.
So, child, what is it you search for today?
Kind of like looks over at the crowd of people watching.
I have like a little pair of like opera binoculars out.
I am curious if I'm on the right path.
The right path, you say?
Yes.
Okay, child. If you please, let me see something of importance to you.
Do I get it back?
Oh, yes, child, you will get it back.
He will take the sun medallion off the spear and he'll slide it over.
She's rubbed them together. And after a minute, she claps her hands. And both her eyes and your eyes roll into the back of your head, and your eyes are white. And as your eyes roll back into your head, that is where we're going to cut the session this week. So, thank you guys, and we'll see you next time. Hey there, adventurers and planeswalkers. Thank you again for watching this episode of the Therica Campaign on 20 the Hard Way, and we would like to apologize for the duration of this video. I know it's shorter than our other two, but we did have some technical difficulties while filming, so we had to cut it short, and we will be picking up right where we left off next time. So again, we are sorry, but we are working diligently to bring you content that you want to see. Thanks for watching.